welcome to the W Podcast. I'm Walnut. This is Jay Saint 1011, aka Josh, aka Tick Turd Leg Fam. What's going on, Josh?
Let's go. What's good? I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing today, Walnut?
I'm doing great. Doing great. Well, other than last night, had a stream that ended not the best way. So if you're out there watching this in the future, go back to my June 11th VOD and just have yourself a good time, because that was quite the ride.
Who did you try to raid and it like just they ended stream?
No, I raided Snowman before he got on, so I just told everybody, I'm like, he's going on in 10 minutes, just sit there. That's what it was. Well, you know why we're doing the podcast, because MLB The Show has literally given us no choice, so here we are.
It's insane, because it's like you dedicate yourself to something so much and they just fail you.
Well, I just think about all of last year, right? Like all of 21, we both had fun. That's kind of where we met, was in 21. So it's just, but hey, we move on. We evolve and we move forward. That's the future, baby.
Exactly, and that's why we take ourselves out of MLB on the game and we go to live events. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I think one of our best streams, and I think we said it last time, but one of our best streams last year was the watch party with the Yankees and Jays. So
exactly, yeah. And live events can't disappoint you, especially when your team wins.
Okay, well, if that's how you want to act, I mean, we could easily talk about playoffs, but we won't go there right now.
Why are we? Okay, so let's look up last championships for both teams.
Okay, we could stop that. Both teams have dust on the rings, so I think we can.
Yeah, no, you guys had a Joey Bautista home run that you guys celebrate like a damn World Series.
Take it. It's better than celebrating punching him in the face with being a Texas Rangers fan. If you're out there,
we had Rogie for a minute, that little troll.
Yeah.
When he didn't have his beard, like if I shaved my beard, I look like Rogan with the beard now. If I shaved it, I'd look exactly like him. Just like a big troll.
God. Well, let me tell you, at least you're trimming that beard better, because I remember a few months ago you called me in the middle of COVID. Well, you had COVID, and your beard you literally looked like Tom Hanks, just cast away on an island, looking for like Wilson.
Fat, homeless Gandalf.
It happens. But I think today is just going to be. I mean, this is obviously our second episode.
Yes, sir.
Last week we kind of just started. I know we had our audio issues. I damn sure they're fixed. I mean, we did 3 different tests before we started today, so feeling good about the audio.
5 yesterday. If this audio gets corrupted, I'm firing up Minecraft. I'm gonna find the closest lava pit and I'm gonna throw somebody into it, because I don't play Minecraft.
Well, I'm gonna throw myself into it. So
okay, so we'll throw you into it. But yeah, so speaking of Rognit door punches, I think you had something you wanted to show me.
It is a great transition there, Josh. Fantastic. Let me get this over here. Yeah, so speaking about punches, you are correct. We have something to show here. Obviously, the Tampa Bay Lightning bounced out the Rangers last night, but this is from June 9th. This was game 5, I believe.
Okay.
And so after game 5, obviously the Lightning won, and it's in New York, so you kind of know how New York rolls. So I just want,
especially hockey fans. Like, hockey fans are different.
Yeah, hockey fans are a little different. So let's just I'm gonna make sure it's not too loud here. Let me just turn down the volume. So let's just give this a watch kind of quick. I won't play the whole video. It's 2 minutes, but we'll just get to the good part, and then there's just a lot of extra after, so we'll stop it there. But so you kind of see this guy's all like, yeah.
Oh
yeah
shit,
the sucker of all sucker punches, guaranteed. So, I mean, like, obviously, you kind of see, like, the Lightning fan was a bit cocky, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, but there's no reason to actually, like, turn around. Like, if you want beef with an opposite fan, like, get in their face first, you know what I mean? Like, don't just turn, like, the guy doesn't even know it's coming. His hands are down, he's holding his tall boy, and then he just gets absolutely slobber knocked, like, literally just KO'd, buddy. Like,
in that situation there, it was like the guy was like back in his, someone's like here and they're just chirping you, and then you were to turn around and do something like that. That's kind of acceptable.
Yeah.
But I think like that where it looked like he was talking to somebody else. Like he was talking to somebody.
Kinda, yeah. Like he's kind of, yeah, exactly. It looks like he's like shouting forward And then this guy just had enough of it. This red shirt Rangers fan, which you already know he's kind of messed in the head if he's wearing a red shirt for the Rangers. Like these guys up front ahead of him wearing blue makes more sense to me. I don't know why you don't wear red for the Rangers.
You know what it was? It's the unlaced Jordans. Look at the guy. Look at 10, the red shirt. He's got his Jordans unlaced. He had no response for human life. He did not care.
Look, he just stops on a dime too. Doesn't even like just literally. Oh yeah, bop. So it does.
See that? Oh, sorry about that. So it's just that situation there reminds me. You remember when we went to the Saints-Philly game, Saints-Eagle game last year?
Oh, yeah. That's kind of like where my mind went to after I saw this clip, honestly.
I knew you were.
So, I mean, the only people that are going to know are probably Xander and Jeremy. But, we went to the Eagles-Saints game last year, November? Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, November.
And we both had our own separate experiences with Eagle fans. Let me go first. So the story begins that... I could probably get it right now. I don't think I have it close to me, but I have a USA jersey. I mean, everybody knows I'm Canadian, but I did buy a USA jersey for the 4th of July just to, get in the spirit of things.
Bald eagle and everything.
Yes, it literally has a bald eagle on the hip. The back is number 1, and the name across the jersey is America. It's the best jersey I know. Yeah, America number. That's literally what I kept saying at the game. America number 1. Great. Best $20 purchase or however much it was, $25. I can't remember. Best purchase. Yeah. It's not authentic jersey. It's like paper thin.
They don't know that.
Sorry, it's authentic. It's literally from Team USA.
Exactly.
So I'm wearing this jersey, and you're at a football game. You got to take a piss. So I went to the bathroom, and I'm taking my piss. Just get to a urinal. I'm standing there, rather. And
he was sitting down. He was sitting down
at the urinal. Yeah, I take my pants down and sit down. No. So I'm standing there, and I'm wearing this. It's a bright blue, and obviously there's red and white in it too, but it's mostly blue jersey. And I hear somebody behind me go, "Is that a Giants fan?" And then somebody else goes, "Nah, no, man, no." And then goes, "I don't know. It's blue. It's a little suspect." And I look down, and I'm like, I'm wearing blue, but it's clearly America. Like there's a fucking eagle on it. I'm at an Eagles game, and there's a bald eagle on the jersey.
Technically, you were rooting for them.
Like literally, technically.
Fucking Philly people.
So I didn't think they were talking about me at first. I turn around, and as soon as I turn around, there's a guy literally in my face like this, and in that second, I went, "Ah, fuck, they're talking about me." Yeah. And so the only thing I knew what to do was I almost thought I was gonna get sucker punched, but the guy was just standing there like he was a little bigger than me. I'm 6'1", and this guy's fucking 6'3", 6'4", and he's just kind of like standing there, and I go he's in my way. I literally just finished taking a piss, and I turn around, he's there. He's the only person in my path to walk to the sinks to wash my hands. So I just go, and I kind of shoulder him because I'm like, well, get the fuck out of my way. Like, what are you doing? And I kind of just shoulder him, and he goes, "Oh yeah, you want?" So he's like, "You're lucky I have to take a big piss, or like the worst piss of my life, or something like that." I'm like, "Oh, I'm lucky," and I kept walking. But I'm like, he did have like 2 or 3 other people there, right? Like, I mean, I don't know where you came from, but I don't ask my friends to come to the bathroom with me when I need to go to the bathroom, which these
I gotta go to the girls' room.
Yeah, literally. So these 3 bozos are standing there, and I'm like, they're not, either they have to jump me, or like, I don't care if you get pissed off that I shouldered you while you're standing literally 2 feet behind me while I'm taking a piss, like 5 inches rather, then you could go kick rocks, because it's like get the fuck out of my way, basically. So I shoulder him, I wash my hands, and then I go back to my seat. And all you guys know, maybe not you, because I think you were about 19 fireballs in, so I don't know how much you remember that night. But I remember Xander, I remember Jeremy, I remember Xander's dad. Like everybody was like, because when I get heated, I get fucking heated. Like everybody knows that. So it's like I'm literally stewing there. I'm like, I'm gonna go back to the bathroom. I'm just gonna wait for him. As soon as he gets out there, I'm just gonna fucking punch him in the face, like almost like this guy. But I'm like, no, like obviously that's not how you do things. Like I had to take a step back. I had to breathe. Jeremy was there being like, bro, I don't want to get kicked out. He's like, I want to watch the fucking Eagles game. Like I don't have a horse. I'm a Colts fan. I don't get it. pun intended.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
have a
he
horse
doesn't
in
have
that
a horse.
race. Eagles, Saints. Who cares who wins for me, right? Like I know
Yeah.
obviously you and Jeremy care a bit more, but I calmed down. I let the game go. But then I think you had to go to the bathroom. Am I right?
Yes, yes. As you said, 19 fireballs later, eventually I was gonna have to go piss in Eagle Stadium, and the biggest thing is, like you said, there was three guys with your friend who was standing behind you while you were at the urinal. I don't know what it is about Philly dudes, standing behind people at urinals and talking shit. But same thing. It's literally the same exact story. The beginning of the game. So let's kind of start it off. So when we got our seats, of course, I'm one of the only Saints fans in the area. So we have all these Eagles fans, chirping, da 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 da. I was talking back. You know me. You
Yeah, but
guys know me.
it was friendly chirps. Like I mean, you were given fireballs by the Eagles fans. So I mean,
Exactly. And just to clarify, the Eagles had their A squad, their A plus squad, everybody healthy, everybody there. The Saints, we had the C squad, the C division. We had Trevor Siemian at quarterback, and you got people talking shit to me. So I was like, okay. So I was talking my
that's how
shit.
we rolling. Okay.
Exactly. And then so then every time something happened, touchdown for us, touchdown for them, the chirpers in front were handing me fireballs. So I would just going in. And so I go to the bathroom. I think this is like the second time. The first time I went, no one said anything to me. Second time I went, I'm a little, intoxicated. So then we go to the urinal, and then we just hear somebody talking, and I'm like, same thing like you. I was like, there's no way this dude is talking to me while I'm taking a piss. And then he bumps me while I'm pissing, and I piss on the guy next to me. I'm just like, oh god damn. So I was like, all right, put my dick away. I grabbed him and I threw him into the urinal next to me. I just grabbed him and threw him, and then his friend was standing there, was like, "Oh, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?" And then the urinal guy, we're gonna call him urinal guy. When urinal guy got up, he ran into the stall. So I went to the stall, and I was banging on the stall, and his friend just dipped. His friend just left. So I don't know what it is about Philly, dude. So Walnut, next time you're at Philly, you just take him, slam him into the urinal. All his friends are gonna scatter.
So yeah, I mean, I didn't want to get kicked out of the country, so I played by the rules for me, but.
See, me, I would have, I can't get deported. So, well, if you ask me, if you ask some, a Philly fan, apparently I could. But anyways, so the dude runs into the stall, and I'm banging on the stall, and then like these three random dudes grab me, and they're like, "Hey, no, come on, man, you're good." And so I wait outside, same thing like you, except I didn't go back to the seat. I waited outside the bathroom waiting for this dude, and I'm like, I'm just gonna hit him. As soon as he comes out, I'm gonna hit him, and because I was drunk, okay, I wasn't having a good time. I was having a good time. We were losing. We were down like 21 to 6 or something like that at the beginning. I was very upset. Not really. I was drunk. So I was gonna hit him, and some dude comes up to me. He's just like, "Hey man, I know your brother." I was like, "Brother, what do you mean?" He was just like, he pulls out his military ID card, and I was just
that's
like,
the weirdest part to me, because I don't know how he knew you were military as well, or obviously kind of former military at the time, but you were still in.
No, I was in still.
Yeah, you were still.
Remember, I was in at
you were
that
in the
time.
process of being retired, but I don't know how he knew. You didn't, not like you were flashing a card, and not like you were saying shit. So I don't know how he knew just to grab you. And, yeah.
And he just pulled out his ID card. He's like, "Come on, stop! You're gonna get in trouble. They're gonna call your chain of command, all this stuff." And I was like, "You're right." So I went back to my seat, and I was still kind of pissed. So I was talking, da da da, and I was
literally
like,
the exact same thing when I got back. It's like you get back, you're like pacing around, you're all pissed off. You can see the steam coming from your ears.
Exactly. And my head, so like when I get angry, my head gets hot.
Yeah.
So like I can feel it like bubbling up, and I get really mad. But then 3 fireballs later from our counterpart sitting in the seat there. I think it was like 2 ladies and a guy, and they each one of them handed me a fireball, and I was just, and so I don't remember much after that. But so 2 Philly experiences. And I'm gonna say this here right now on the W podcast: Philly dudes are soft.
Oh boy.
I don't care.
No.
I don't care. I gotta go to this. Maybe if I go to the Sixers,
here we go, baby.
I'm gonna get sucker punch walking down from a hockey game.
Hey, it might happen. I mean, the Flyers, that could definitely happen there. I mean,
are they even good?
No, they were literally my dark horse for the year. I was like, oh, Flyers could actually win the cup, and then they literally were dog shit. So
okay,
They tried to make moves, didn't work. But it's also weird because when it comes to sports, like I was in, when I was in Texas for 6 months, I went to a Dallas Stars and Leafs game, and as I'm leaving, like I was with my buddies, and as we're leaving, some guy walked by and he screams 1967 at us, which is of course the last time the Leafs won the Stanley Cup. So it's just like, but it's like, and we're like, oh, okay, like you're a Dallas Stars fan, like what do you mean? Like what has the Dallas Stars ever done ever? So it's just like it's just funny, but like it's just funny that like that was okay though, because we just kind of like we're like, that's exactly what we said. You're a Dallas Stars fan. What do you mean? Like I get that the Leafs can't win and they got bounced in the first round again. And I've had people come into my streams and try to shit talk the Leafs, and it's like, okay, there's nothing to say. You're right. Yeah. Like, so it's like I can't even get mad at it anymore. So it's just funny that people try to like, but it's like even him walking by and saying that shit, it's like there was no reason to. I mean, the Leafs won the game, so he was probably a little upset, like against Dallas. So he might have been a bit upset, but it's just like there's no reason to try to like, you want to start something, buddy? Like I don't get it, but
because it's like you never know who you're talking to. So it's like for me, I'm 5'10". I'm not the tallest guy in the world. These dudes weren't that tall. Like you're 6'1". That dude might have been 6'2", 6'3". I'm 5'10". You don't know me. You think, oh, he's just a Saints fan. I'm gonna say whatever I want to him, and then you get your fucking head slammed into a urinal.
And you have to hide in a stall for 15 minutes to.
You know what I mean? So you just don't know who you're talking to.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
So same thing. Like I'm a Yankees fan. Everybody knows that. You know what I'm saying? Yankee fan. You know what I'm saying? Jeter, number 2 here. But
most overrated.
I don't walk around. Whoa! I don't walk around yelling 27 championships. You know what I mean? Like there's some people that are stuck in the past like that.
Yeah, 27 rings collecting dust, baby.
Hey, calm down. Calm down. At least I was alive for our last.
I was alive. I was literally 8 months old and a year and 8 months old. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. 92, 93, baby.
I forgot you were Grandpa Nut.
You're literally born in the same year. I don't want to hear it. You literally have 3 children. You're literally 45 at least, minimum. You're 45.
Calm down. Jeez.
I'm still fired up from last night's stream. I don't know, man. I don't know.
So, but the thing is, at least I'm still in my late 20s. You're in your early 30s.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Somebody pass me a sponge towel, please.
They're over there.
Ah, shit. All right.
Oh,
all right. So I think I had one thing I wanted to show you. We reacted to the one. What was it? The documentary of the guy, the old man who was inseminating individuals. So we kind of talked about it earlier. I know you guys
pull it up.
Hulu in Canada.
Yeah, no Hulu in Canada, but I do have a VPN and my sister's Hulu account, so we're good.
Okay, so this now that you have your sister's Hulu account and you can actually access it through ulterior means because you guys are now. We're not gonna talk about that. So let's talk about the video here. So with this video, it's crazy because I have kids. Like I said, I have 3 kids, and just the mental aspect of this whole show is crazy because as an adult, when you have kids, generally you want to do better for them. Right. You want to make their life better. And so that's the aspect that I can see of it, where this mom she wanted better for this girl. But you'll see. So play the video and we'll go through. Let me know your thoughts.
Sure thing.
This is the state's case against Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
She's got paraplegia, epilepsy, heart murmur, and she's allergic to sugar. Everything I do for her.
My mom is my best friend. All she wants to do.
I got a question. Just sort of pause, but like, is this reenacted or is this her life? Is this true story? This is her life.
So this is a true story. It's technically, it's beautied up or whatever, but this is everything that happened in the show happened in real life.
Yeah, because like again, like that, like you mentioned the last documentary we watched, it's a real story and it's using real people, but the way it's directed and shot, you can tell that it's like, that when it's not your kind of normal standard documentaries. That's kind of the same feeling that I'm getting. So I just wanted to.
Yeah. So there's like a girl. I slept with my brother 6 times. All right, let's take that again. Let's do it again. Over. All right. Look at this camera now.
Yeah. Walk down the street this way. Yeah. No. But even this scene of her eating the cupcake just kind of seems very like directed.
They made a movie
lighted
out
properly. Of it. Like I know, just like knowing kind of production stuff. Like it's light. Like it's clearly well lit and stuff like that. So let's keep going. See, and then there's stuff like that just makes me
Have
wonder.
you been
but-
able to confirm the girl's medical history?
Which part?
Any of it?
That's what being
there
a
it is.
mom is.
Maybe
Never
I asked
being sure
questions too
you're
early.
doing the right thing,
Yep.
but doing it anyway.
Out with the Children's Division of Missouri Social Services.
Open. Gypsy's got the mind of a 7-year-old.
How old are you?
Oh, she's 15, born in 1995.
I thought you said I was born in 1993.
I'm just going to ask you a few questions, all right? Can you read?
Do you love me?
What are you
The
giggling
internet.
about? I met my Prince Charming. Hi.
I never once disrespected my mama the way you do.
I'm so trapped. I can't tell anyone.
You can tell me.
Nobody's gonna ever do more for you than I do.
She's never gonna let us be together.
Sooner or later, everybody
It's
knows
creepy
everything
as fuck.
about everyone.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard, how do you plead?
So have you watched this?
Yes, yes. So we
Yeah.
watched the whole thing. I think it's like 6 episodes. And like you said, it's less of a documentary and more of a like a show, like a
Gotcha.
reenactment of it.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy to think about. Like I don't know if you saw, like she ties her up, she forces her to take medicine and stuff like that. And not to spoil it, but there's that one doctor investigating the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to think as a parent, because I look at it from two sides. Yeah, it's a horrible side. This mother's fucking nuts, fucking out of her mind. But then you think of it on the second side. Yeah, she's giving her daughter a better life, but at what cost? You're kind of.
But how is that like? In like, you're trying not to spoil, but like, how is that even a better life? Like, is she trying to keep her young? Because it's like I noticed that like born in '95, and then it said '93, and then her birth certificate said at '91.
So when you see the show, you'll see the things that she gets. A lot of people, they're just like, why would a kid care about that? But there's some things that they get for her being, disabled when she's, So like I said, and not to spoil it. So like one major thing I can say, just as a parent, they get a house from the state because she's disabled. So that was one thing. It's like, how expensive? I just bought a fucking house. Imagine you got a house for free just for making your daughter pretend that she's sick. Then they keep getting stuff, and so she just continues it, and it goes from wanting better from your daughter and doing these ulterior things, the wrong way, to it became an obsession of her constantly just taking and putting her daughter out there as like, you know what I mean, like as disabled, taking advantage is what I meant.
Right. Yeah. That's actually kind of wild. Like that makes me want to watch it. I mean, it kind of like there's a show on Netflix or a documentary on Netflix. It kind of sounds the same. I can't remember the name right now, but it's like a mother who keeps her daughter kind of locked away from the world. And I don't know. I think you got to be all sorts of messed up to think that's a better life. I mean, people just went through 2 years of pandemic and kind of feel fucking all fucked up in the head. You know what I mean? So I imagine doing that at a young age too. That would even be even
Exactly. Worse. All right. So I think you had something you wanted to show me as well, right?
Yeah, and I mean, okay, the W podcast is not just about documentaries, but I think documentaries at least give us kind of like, there's always like a focal point that we could talk about, you know what I mean? Like, so I just wanted to show you another documentary that I came across. I came across this documentary years ago when it came out, probably in 2015. I think I went to a documentary movie theater here in Toronto when it actually first came out. So I kind of saw this as the story was like really progressing, and I didn't even know how it ended until later. So let me just play it for you. It's called Finders Keepers. Okay.
I just want to say one thing. So confirmed, Canada doesn't have any real pop culture. They just watch documentaries in theaters. All right,
that is kind of cap, but you're not wrong. Also, in a way, you know what I mean? Like it's, I mean, it's called the theater is called Hot Docs. It's for documentaries. Like
yeah, sure. All 20 of them.
All 20 of them. There's one. Okay, so I don't know if I want to set this up or not, or just let you, because you have no idea what this is about, right?
Set it up for me.
Okay, so Finders Keepers, you know the rule of Finders Keepers, right? Like if you find it, it's yours, right? Like
Yeah,
that's the
yeah.
whole notion of this childhood finders keepers kind of thing. So this is a documentary of somebody who lost something. They kept it in a storage trailer, like it's something really personal, very close to them. They left it in a storage trailer, like a unit. And then the show like Storage Wars.
Yeah.
That kind of thing happened. The guy didn't pay his locker, so they sold the unit. Somebody else bought the unit and had that very special item and says it's his now because he bought the unit. But like that's like technically everything else in the locker he did own because he bought the unit, but this one specific item is what I wanted to talk about because it's like this legality, this like moral thing of like who owns the specific item, and I'm trying to keep it a secret just to like, because I think they mentioned it in the first couple of seconds here. So
Okay.
What's the problem there? I got a human foot. Have a what?
A foot?
A human foot. And it's some nasty, got me grossed out.
I'd seen the grill and ended up buying it. And I opened the grill up, and there's a foot, 5 toes and 5 toenails.
that's the personal item I'm talking about.
I decided to keep it.
The smoker.
Why would you want to keep your foot?
Attraction.
So yeah, this dude right here, he
Who is this guy?
yeah he lost his leg in a plane crash, and in the plane crash his dad also passes away, but he loses like he gets so much damage to his leg that he has to amputate it. So he gets his leg amputated and asks for the leg back, and he thought he was gonna get like bones, you know what I mean? He thought he was gonna get a skeleton. They literally just gave him his fucking leg, like severed. And they said,
Was it in a jar?
no, it was
like
just like
Futurama?
it was wrapped up, but they just said, here you go, here's your leg, and they just
That's
gave
a
it back to
thing?
him. Yeah. So the guy didn't know how to preserve it because it costs a lot of money to like preserve fucking anything, like anything.
Just
like
throw some vinegar in it, make it a pickle.
basically what he did. So he kept it wrapped up and he put it in a barbecue smoker to mummify the leg, and then he put that barbecue smoker in the storage unit. And then the dude that you saw earlier with the goatee, he bought the storage unit and says he owns the leg. Let me keep going.
3 years ago, and that's just one hurdle life has thrown at him.
I've been shot, run over by a state dump truck, electrocuted.
This guy's the unluckiest guy in the world, by the way.
Unbelievable character, isn't he?
Shot right over by a dump truck.
I was a household name in Hollywood,
And
California.
of course, this happened in the deep south. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some folks just call me Foot for short.
Foot.
It is a
Foot
freak
man.
show, no question.
It's a funny story, but it's born of tragedy.
It is a funny fucking story. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, it's literally like, you know what I
But I have
mean?
a question.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would you want to keep somebody's foot?
Well, here, let me go to this one, and maybe this guy it'll help you a little bit.
Okay.
This is just another part of the documentary.
I'm pretty smart. I'm sure all y'all figured that out by now.
He's pretty smart.
I'm pretty smart.
I'm pretty smart.
I'm pretty smart.
Being close to me, and the ones that know me, they tell me that I got the best business mind that they have ever seen.
Best business mind.
Some shirts I had made.
Look at this shirt. Would you buy this shirt?
Oh my fucking goodness.
I am friends with the Footman. Hey, brother, you only have 1 foot. Why'd you put 2 on here?
Oh, I have something for you.
What?
We'll keep rolling this.
Okay.
Keep rolling this.
You
But
gotta
I
see
got
the other
something
merch.
for you.
If-
Uncle Barbecue Grill. The
Oh,
new ones, they wanna
we almost have to get this. We almost have to get this. I don't know when we can use it, but I want to soundbite this so bad.
Foot
Yeah.
Smoker Barbecue Grill.
Foot smoker barbecue grill. Foot smoker barbecue grill. Like, it's so funny. The guy is literally a cartoon character. He's he's that big ass chicken on fucking. Well, I say. Like that fucking.
What do you mean? He's a smart man.
Yeah, he's a smart. Everybody says I'm the smartest man on the face of the earth. Everybody who know me know I'm the smartest businessman he ever came on it down south. This guy's hilarious.
Goodness. Speaking of t-shirts. Oh my goodness.
Hold on, I think that's it with his t-shirts. Yeah. Oh, okay. Hold on. We gotta go first. You gotta. This is the web promo that he did by himself. Okay.
Yeah. Ass gasket.
It's a Footman. I think it goes back to it. Hold on, sorry.
It was like everywhere.
Yeah, here it is. So he made his own website. Love the graphic design. I don't think I could do better, honestly. I don't think I could. I mean, I've done graphic design in the past, but this, wow.
I could do that in like 2 seconds with Canva.
Yeah, literally.
Shout out Canva.
Shout out Canva, not sponsored, but you could sponsor us if you wanted to. Hit us up at the UU podcast 1@gmail.com. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I don't get why he's calling it the ass gasket though. He found a foot, not a fucking ass.
It should be the foot gasket.
I think he was trying to sell his own. I don't know why SpongeBob
was his
Cup.
big break in life, and he was gonna be, the next Billy Bob Thornton.
So yeah, in this guy's mind, the guy with the goatee, he literally thought he was going to become famous by showing off this foot and having people come and pay for it and view the smoker with the foot in it.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right. Oh my God, I don't know how to process
Hold
this.
on. I gotta ask you, who do you think owns the leg? So the guy bought a storage unit, correct? Like, who do you think owns that leg? Like,
So
in your mind, like what?
From a small child, I was always told possession was the 9/10 of the law, right? So technically, not only does he have possession of the foot, he purchased it legally. So I think, depending on how the contract, I don't know if there's a foot clause in that, the storage containers like auctioning thing, but I think he owns the foot.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if I want to. You know what? If you don't want to be spoiled, like if you, because I gotta tell you the aftermath of this thing. So
tell
you know
me,
what?
I'm probably not gonna watch it.
Yeah, skip about a couple of minutes. Maybe we'll put some timestamps in the thing down below. But if you want to watch this and you don't want to get spoiled, go ahead and skip a little bit. But I gotta say, so the guy buys the shed. You'd think it is his leg, right? So this fucking thing goes off the rails because these guys are obviously like, getting upset with each other. The bigger dude with the goatee, his wife divorces him because of all this shit. You know what I mean? Like it's a crazy story. And then I'm not kidding you. In 2006, these two dickwads, they went on Judge Mathis. You know Judge Mathis?
Yeah.
They went on the TV show Judge Mathis to resolve this issue. And so it says he tells the guy who has the leg, so he has to return the leg to the owner, but the owner, like the dude himself, has to pay what he paid for the storage unit if he wants the leg back. So it's
That's
kind of like
fair.
Yeah, so it's like the bigger dude got the $5,000, which is the most amount you can make on those TV shows, for the cost of the storage shed, and the dude gets his leg back. But it's not even done there, because the dude that you see on screen right now, the dude who lost his leg, he lost his leg because he got so addicted to the painkillers that came with it, and he actually was high as fuck on Judge Mathis, which I don't think, which is why the episode never aired. Like, the dude was literally high as fuck. And Mathis actually sent the dude to get paid by rehab and paid for it in full himself. So kind of, the reality TV shows are kind of shit, but at least it shows that like there is some heart behind them, because I know Judge Mathis actually has that story himself of being like,
he was like a cocaine addicted.
And then getting right himself and becoming a judge. So I think he's trying to like just pay it forward in that sense of sending this guy to rehab. And the dude is he's out and he's doing better apparently. Whereas the guy with the goatee, unfortunately, he kept trying to like go around as the footman and trying to sell books, appearing on podcasts, selling his foot shirts. In 2014, he was arrested because he was driving around a Wells Fargo with a .38 revolver. And I don't know why. It doesn't say why, but that's just what he was doing. And then a few years later, unfortunately, he had a heart attack and passed away in 2016, which is, a year after the documentary came out. But
all that talent for, his graphic design work, he could have made all of my emotes.
All that talent, and unfortunately, we lost the smartest businessman south of the Mississippi.
My claim to fame was collected a foot.
I collected a foot. It was pretty good.
So one thing that's kind of a little jumping around a little bit, but the T-shirt thing.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard, what is his name? Skippy. Have you ever heard of Skippy?
The dude who is like a virgin or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
And his like go-to for like to pick up girls was to give them a T-shirt that says, I know, or I'm friends with Skippy, or I kiss Skippy. And he was like, here, I'll give you this T-shirt if you kiss me.
Oh my God. That's actually like 9,000 IQ. Not gonna lie to you. I mean,
it is. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I think he was like 5-10 years before his time. If he would have,
Right.
if he would have done it now,
If that shit was
Just
on
the-
TikTok,
that's what I mean. He could have went around and said, "I'll give you this T-shirt," and girls just to be, you know, I have 1 million followers, but this dude has been on podcasts and stuff just off of just his T-shirt thing. I think I think I
Didn't
just
he have a
sent you the
jar of
clip.
something.
I think it was like his skin peels or some shit.
No, yeah. Hold on.
What was it? It was like skin peels or toenails or something very weird.
Yeah, it was.
But he-
just so y'all know, he sold his belly button lint.
Belly button lint. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh Skippy, no.
It actually makes me want to fucking throw up thinking about that. Like, who the fuck would buy that? You fucking sick freak.
What?
Jesus Christ.
What is even belly button lint?
What, you've never had belly button lint? Do you have an
Well,
outie?
no, I have an innie, but do I have? Hold on.
Because
No. The fuck? What
Well, you
is
probably
belly button?
shower. If you shower, then you get rid of the belly button lint. Like, it's not, you know what I mean?
Is it from the shirt or what is it?
What's that? Yeah, I
Is
think it's
belly
just
button-
like, I think it's just fabrics from the shirt that just kind of get trapped in your fucking belly button. As gross as that fucking is.
Okay. All right. Let's get off of the belly button lint. Let's get to something more enticing. So,
Yeah.
as you guys know, last week we had the first segment of U.S. versus Canada. I don't think it was very fair.
Yeah, you fucking sewered me so hard, brother.
I obviously dominated as planned. Either way,
This plan. Let me just pick one of the best actors of this generation. And who do you got, Canadian?
I actually Googled Canadian actors first before I picked the segment.
You're like, oh, these are all dunskies. These are all dunners, bud. Like,
so this week we're gonna go breakfast sandwiches. So I'm actually gonna let Walnut go first and pitch to me why he believes Canada has the best breakfast
I
sandwich.
don't know how you can shit on this breakfast sandwich I'm about to show you. Okay.
Oh my
Female
goodness.
bacon, which is Canadian bacon, obviously, for those that don't know. Maple syrup soaked onions and an egg and cheese and a brioche bun. Like, you can't get any better than this. Like, this, I would literally jizz if I ate this right now. Like, I'm not even kidding you.
So I don't think that's very fair. You went with like, you know what I mean?
Literally a breakfast. What do you expect me to go? Oh, Tim Hortons fucking sausage and egg with the fucking fake ass egg? No. What do you mean?
Yes. You weren't supposed to go all
Don't
fancy
care.
with it.
You went fancy with your pick last week. That's not
No, I
fair.
didn't.
So give me your Kiefer Sutherland. Go ahead. What is
Okay,
it?
okay.
Dunkin' Donuts? Send it to
No.
me on Discord so I can pull it up.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to do. Here it is.
Oh God.
So I guarantee you, for everybody in the chat, aka the comment section, have you ever had one of these? No, never. Probably not. Even Canadians, you never had this.
I've had, what do you mean? Okay, you know the maple.
Walnut
Okay, hold
the
on.
most
No, stop. The maple syrup soaked onions are a little new to me, but you use sugar and caramelized onions. So basically, they're just maple infused caramel onions. That sounds fucking amazing. I don't care. I don't care if I've never even seen this sandwich before.
Have you ever had it?
No,
have you ever had it?
No, I have not.
Okay, put mine on the screen.
Okay.
On the screen.
Okay. Hold on.
So
Gotta hide the
Walnut
camera
wants
so
to
I can-
go crazy. He wants to go out there, get all extravagant, maple infused bacon sandwich.
What the fuck we got here?
Classic bacon, egg, and cheese on a croissant. That's all you need. I don't care. There I am. I don't
just
care.
realized you weren't there.
I don't care. I've had hundreds, if not thousands of these, as has everyone in the chat and the comment section. If you're listening,
Okay.
if you're listening to this
Doesn't
podcast,
matter. You never said you had to eat them. You literally said the best breakfast sandwich. You didn't say the best
make my
breakfast sandwich
argument?
that you
Can
have
I make
had.
my argument? I'm making my argument to the people. Okay.
Go ahead.
You made your argument with your fancy
Go ahead.
maple
Go ahead. We're all
infused.
waiting.
My argument is we've had people, everyone listening, we've all had one of these. None of us have had that maple infused.
I've never had this.
Bullshit.
I've never had like in scrambled eggs. Are you 5?
Really?
Yeah.
Bacon, egg, and cheese. Well, no, it's not scrambled. It's a sun. Shut up. Shut up. Everyone. I'm trying to all demographics. Some kids have had this. Everyone has had this. No one's had what you put on the screen.
What do you
That's like
mean?
the avocado toast.
Like I'm saying,
breakfast
other than the
sandwiches.
fucking onions, have you never had a breakfast sandwich with Canadian bacon, cheese on a bun with an egg? with like a fried egg instead of scrambled ass egg?
First off, Canadian bacon isn't bacon.
Yes, it is.
No, get that fucking ham out of here. That's not fucking bacon.
It's literally bacon.
It's ham. You were just in Texas. That's not Canadian. That's ham.
They call it Canadian bacon, actually. I mean,
They call it ham.
we call it female bacon.
All right. All right. All right. Ham, Canadian bacon in the comments. Let me know because it's not bacon. Why are you even putting bacon?
No, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Ham. Okay. Okay. First, say if it's ham or Canadian bacon, and then say which one you'd actually want to eat more. This 18 pixel fucking scrambled egg thing, or this delicious fried egg on a brioche bun. Don't forget the brioche bun. Other than your fucking 72-cent croissant. Yeah.
Exactly. It's cheap. Everyone can make it. Not everyone can make your bullshit.
Okay, you never said that you wanted to make every morning. You said the best that you've ever like seen or heard of.
Don't degrade my pitch. Don't degrade my pitch. That's my pitch. Everyone can make it. You can buy it, all the ingredients, and bring it home. You can't make those onions.
What do you mean? You don't have maple syrup right now? Do you have maple syrup in your house?
No, I don't. I got onto. Oh, I can't say that. My apologies. My apologies. I don't know what her name is now. It's the fucking lady thing.
No, I think it's still called Aunt Jemima. She's just not on the cover anymore.
No, I think they got canceled for that.
No, hold on. Now we gotta look that up.
Yeah, exactly. Is it Aunt Jemima? That was the shit. There's no Aunt Jemima. There's no Uncle Ben anymore, right? Isn't it just like?
Oh shit, they are changing the name. Was it just fucking? Jemima?
It's like Pearl Mills Company is what it's called. It's called Pearl Mills syrup.
Why didn't they just fucking remove her from the cover then? You just could call it Aunt Jemima if you want. What the fuck?
It's Pearl Mills syrup, and then it's just rice.
Hey yo, click that.
Is that Aunt Jemima? Hold on, I think that was Aunt Jemima.
Okay, fine, we're clicking it.
Let me fix you some breakfast. Aunt Jemima? Did you know the name Aunt Jemima means slave mammy of the plantation south? Did you know the founder, Chris Rutt, a white man, got the name after attending a minstrel show? Think blackface. Did you also know he hired former slave Nancy Green to be his very own?
Here's the thing. I don't disagree with removing the thing, but it's just like as a brand name for Quaker Oats.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck did you? You said the new name, and I don't even remember it. Where is it?
It's Pearl Mills syrup.
Pearl Mills. I don't want that. I don't want that at all. Yeah. I don't want that.
So I know in Canada, you guys are okay with the whole, blackface. So.
Okay. All right. It was. I was gonna say one time with a friend, but it was definitely 2 times.
He said it was 2 times with friends and family. I grew up with Aunt Jemima. I guess I didn't think about it as a kid. I grew up with it. I grew up with Aunt Jemima, Uncle Ben's, all that stuff. So,
to me, don't know what we're talking about. By the way, let me just at least pull it up so they don't think it's fucking me. Okay.
There we go.
So
this isn't slander.
This is not slander. This is just he was Aladdin one time, and where's the other time? There he is. Now's the other time. Who's
that?
That's Justin Trudeau.
Yeah, but who is he supposed to be?
Oh, I think he's actually doing blackface here.
So he just was like, how some of them there's like
this is for. I don't know, but like it's clear that he is doing it.
Oh, so what you're saying is he was.
This one is weird because he's clearly doing it, but it was a costume party where I'm not excusing it. Trust me.
Yeah,
but it's just,
yeah.
Oh boy.
So basically, what you're saying is Trudeau was the Jackie of Canadian prime ministers.
Oh boy.
We can get controversial.
Anyways.
Yeah. Well, Josh Donaldson, they're friends. They've been friends since 2019. Him and Trudeau.
You're friends with Trudeau, right? So.
Exactly. So I called him Jackie on his birthday 2 years ago. So.
He loved it.
Exactly. So, I guess you know what? Since we're on the topic, I know me and Sweet Lou. Shout out Sweet Lou 192. Shout out to CZC. Love you boys. But just to talk about it a little bit. So what were your thoughts on the Tim Anderson, Josh Donaldson? I know it's a little late. I think everybody else has covered it already, but I just want to get our take on it. What was your take on the Josh Donaldson, Tim Anderson, the whole Jackie situation?
Well, it's weird because it's like it's just so such a stupid thing for him to like say. Regardless, like even if you are friends, like keep that to your friends. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna dox us, but it's like we've said things to each other before that you wouldn't want to call or you wouldn't want to say live or something like that. But it's just like but it's kind of like if you're actually friends, then your friends aren't gonna care like that you call them stupid or you call them an idiot or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, but to go racial publicly, like it's clear, like even if Tim Anderson called himself that, it's just like I don't know why he'd even go there. So in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't even fucking matter. Like it's such a stupid story that like it's not like he called him a word, like, you know what I mean? But it's just so stupid on both sides, in my opinion. Like,
and I get that aspect of it, and like I said, I 100% agree. He probably shouldn't have said anything, just because you guys don't like each other. You knew you didn't like each other. You just fucking tackled him the game before that, and you guys kind of got into a kerfuffle at third base. But my thing is the way Tim Anderson carries himself and the things that he says, the way that he acts, you know, to people he doesn't like. You can't be so soft that, like you said, even if he called himself that, maybe you shouldn't call him it. But he called himself the Jackie Robinson of this time. Okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. We had Jackie Robinson in baseball. Say something else. Say you're changing the game, say whatever. But when you put that out there, if someone calls you Jackie, you can't go into this whole cycle of it, you know, basically trying to get him canceled. Because I think that's what happened. I feel like, you know, and you can agree with me in the comment, disagree, tell me your thoughts. Sweet Lou, we kind of talked about it. I didn't like Josh Donaldson in the first place. I didn't like the signing. I thought we should have gone with someone else. But either way, I don't really like Josh Donaldson. But just the fact that what it turned into, where it was so small, so stupid, and it turned into this big thing where you had people who don't even watch baseball, ESPN, all these people that don't care about baseball talking about it. Where it was like you said, if you're friends and you called each other it, your friend wouldn't mind. But if someone you don't like and you clearly don't like each other, you probably shouldn't have said it.
Right.
And that's anything.
That's the thing. Like, even if Tim Anderson is calling himself the new age Jackie or whatever he called himself, and then that's why Donaldson called him that. Like, it's just such like a, like, I like to like almost like parallel it. Like, I know it's different because it's not a racial like connotation with it, but it's that one announcer who called Nestor Cortez Nestor the molester. It's like, you know, he called him something, and then Nestor Cortez was just like, you know, let's just move on. It's like, I get that there's not that same kind of connotation with it, but at the same time, it's like he was just like, let's move on, and that's the way Tim Anderson could have even felt like it. It's like, yeah, he said what he said. He's a piece of shit. Everybody knows Josh Donaldson's a piece of shit.
Exactly. That's
Even
what he should have went with.
Days, like from the Blue Jays days to the like, I didn't hear about any bad stories of him on Minnesota, or even Atlanta. But
nobody watches Minnesota. That's why.
Shout out Guda. But I'm just saying, it's like, but he could have just almost handled it better. Of like, yeah, he's a fucking idiot. He's gonna say shit like that. I'm moving on. I'm playing baseball. Yeah. So it's weird situation, but I think it's just kind of overblown. I should just handled it like Nestor did, because that was just prime.
Well, premium. It's the way that Nestor carries himself.
Yeah.
Nestor, when he does his weird shit and he strikes people out, he like smiles and laughs at people, but he doesn't turn into like same thing. Like it's, I don't know what it is. Like Marcus Stroman, he talks this shit, but if someone talks shit back to him, he throws a fit. If you know, Amir Garrett, same thing. He talks shit, but if someone talks shit back to him, he throws a fit. You can't be so soft. If you're gonna talk your shit, just like me. Yeah. I'm gonna talk my shit.
Yeah, well, how about one of them try being a Twitch streamer for like a week and see if they can handle the shit talking that comes into their chat. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I know there was one, you know, like Snell. Snell got roasted for shit that he said on Twitch, but he didn't go to the media and was like, "Oh, they're attacking me." No, he was just like, "I put myself on this." Like, that's the same thing with Tim Anderson. He put himself on Sports Nation. There was a Sports Nation ESPN interview, him and Tatis, when they were talking about changing the game, and he, you know, he made the connotation towards himself. So of course, like if you were like, "Oh, I'm the greatest player ever," I'm gonna be in your chat. "Oh, look at the greatest player ever just fucking said, you know, GG's in the top of the third when there's still 7 innings left." You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna get talk shit to you if you put it out there. So yeah, just my thoughts. Josh Donaldson is a piece of shit either way. I could have told you that. I didn't like the signing anyways. I honestly think Kiner Falefa was the bigger signing out of those two.
Wasn't it a trade?
Yeah, I meant trade. Yeah. Him and Kiner Falefa. I think Kiner Falefa has been the better pickup.
Yeah.
As far as just increasing, like, he's been kind of sloppy on defense, and he said he's in his head being in New York. Y'all know how it is playing in New York. It's everybody.
The worst playing city in the world. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
okay, worst playing city in the world, but our defense went from 26th to second, and our errors went from 25th to second as well this year. So I don't want to hear it. Who's in first place? First team to 40 wins. All right, I'm gonna stop talking shit because playoffs haven't started yet.
Oh god, so funny.
So, but anyways, all right. So speaking on all that, kind of talking about how putting yourself out there. I do want to talk a little bit about what were your intentions when you decided to start streaming? And then I kind of want to get into the podcasting.
Well, it's weird because streaming is just such like a, I don't know. I never expected to start streaming. Like, I mean, I've known streaming since like Justin TV back in like, the early 2010s and stuff like that. My Twitch account is old as hell because it's just like, I kind of look at Twitch more in a sense of advertising. Like, I'm in advertising, I work in advertising and stuff like that. So I just like, when I look at it, I just, I've worked with a couple of content creators in the past, like not obviously personally, but like working behind the scenes of like helping them promote a product or a brand. So I kind of like looked at it like that. I never ever once thought about streaming until like I met like Xander. I met a lot of people in the MLB community, and it's just like I don't know what it was seeing at like these people who don't have that much life experience. Like I love Xander, but he's
a child.
Yeah,
he's a child. You can say it.
But I'm just saying, like it's just like crazy. Or no matter who it is, like for instance, like even you after finding you, it's like you're an army vet who was like was recruiting people, and then you decided to start streaming, and now you have a job in the propane world and propane accessories. But
dang it, Bobby.
No, so you have that now, but it's like back then you were this army dude, and like what life is all about army, and you decided to start streaming. So it's just like I just love the fact that anyone can do it. If you put your mind to it, literally anyone can go on and just have fun, because that's what it's all about. And I think that's what really made me want to like try it myself. So I bought an Elgato, I plugged it into my laptop, and I just tried starting streaming. And it's funny because I actually found one of my first, it wasn't the exact first ones, it's funny because I think it's the first stream that I rated you, like because I remember like meeting you, we're like, we're gonna rate, like in the end of the stream I'm like, we're gonna rate Josh or Jay saying just met him, blah blah blah. But I'm like, I just felt like I was so soft spoken even back then, and me now, like I when I stream, I try to do voices, I try to do impersonations of other streamers. I have sub screens now. I didn't have that back in the day. I have a computer I never had. So it's just
that's the one thing.
I just love taking all this creativity and putting it, instead of me being creative for brands like Coke or even a fucking what I'm working on now, insurance. I'm working on insurance right now. That's the life, you go from one thing to the other. But instead of taking that and putting it into a brand, it's putting it into my own brand, like Walnut. Never, I don't know. Even my name is a fucking joke. You know what I mean? Like I just wanted to make people laugh. So like I said, the stream last night got a little heated, but you know what? Everybody said it was fucking funny as hell. So I'll just take it for what it is. I know it wasn't the best, but yeah, that's all I want to get out of streaming, is just having fun. And same with the podcast, like we when we sit on Discord sometimes, it's like we're talking about all this shit, and it's like, why don't we just record each other? Like, like I could tell you about that the Finders Keepers documentary. And then you'd have that information and you could go watch it or not, but it's just like, why not just fire it up and record it and talk about it amongst ourselves and just let other people kind of peer into that conversation, because personally I love like playing games and doing things, or even working with content on in the background. So I just hope that's kind of like what we're providing.
And kind of like you said, it's just two friends talking about stuff that we could be talking about in Discord together, not doing nothing. But I heard this the other day where it's like, record everything because everything is content. And sometimes I feel like maybe not, because there's some things that you shouldn't record.
But it's not that. It's like if you can, it's all about cutting too, because everything is content, but not everything is great content or good content. Like, like if you have a 12-hour stream, how much of that 12-hour stream is going to be like super entertaining, or a 24-hour stream where sometimes people take naps. Like you're still recording, that's still technically content, but you taking a nap is not good content, right? So it's just you also have to know about cutting, because in my world, I'm cutting all the time. Of like, you know, you record when you're recording a 30-second TV spot, you record 90 seconds, 2 minutes worth of footage, and you have to get it down to 30 seconds. So it's just all about placing and stuff like that. So it's just really trying to find that happy medium.
It's crazy that you say that though, because like for me, I, like you said, when I'm working or when I'm playing the game, like I'll have something on. Like if it's like if one of the boys are streaming, I'll have you guys in my headphones, and like sometimes I'll be like da 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 if I have time to, you know, kind of chat or say something. But like even with the 24-hour streams where someone may be sleeping, they're not doing the same thing. And I feel like that's where Twitch, you know, gets weird, because if you're doing the same thing every day, some people are going to watch. Yeah. Like there are people that'll watch anything, you know, for sure. There's an audience for everything. But for us, I feel like it was different. Like, you know, me, with the emotes and stuff, I started making my own, my graphics, my transition, like everything I've done, I've been trying to do on my own. That's because I don't want it to be the same. I don't want everybody to come in and be like, oh, I know Jay Sane, when he switches over, this is what it looks like. When I sub, I know what it's going to look like. I want to adapt and change. And same thing with the podcast. I think we had our audio issues last time, but I think it just is so easy for us to talk to each other and talk about.
If this episode doesn't sound good, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. We did it 3 times. We better be fucking good, man.
I'm downloading Minecraft now just in case.
Yeah.
But you know, like you said, kind of upgrading, and we're only gonna go up from here on the podcast. Like, we are gonna upload this one with the audio. Thank to Jesus, you know, whoever you pray to, you know, whatever. If you could just allow us to have good audio, just so we're gonna get it up on iTunes, Spotify. We're like I said, I got more TikToks coming. I have one in the shoot, ready to go. YouTube video. You guys can be able to see this on YouTube, and then we soon hope to go live. Like we want to take this live because you guys. And people who watch, people who, you know, when we stream, not only when we stream, but like even in the comment section of YouTube videos, you guys, that's where the ideas come from. You know, we can have ideas all day, you know, but content is king. And if you guys are telling us, hey, I like this, or if we go live and you're like, oh, you guys are talking about like the t-shirt thing. Oh, t-shirt thing. Look at this thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's where we can evolve.
Like I said, like I don't want it to be a like, oh, this is the podcast or this is the documentary I watched this week. But like, if you guys have documentaries that like have a crazy story to them, like the Finders Keeper, like the leg story, I just think that's such a cool thing. We want to react to the things you guys want us to react to. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna find our own stories. We're gonna come with the things that we want to talk about. Like you know, we when we saw the video of the New York Ranger fan punching the other fan, we immediately both thought of our experiences in Philadelphia. So you know, yes. Exactly. So I mean, it's a weird world, and like you said, like we do want to push it live just to kind of I don't know. I don't know why we like. I think the reason why we're recording it now is just to like get a good feel of it and then go live, because I also know, you know, we have quite an awesome supportive community that we both have. So it's just like, we know that you're going to love watching us live. Shout out CCC, baby. You're going to love watching us live as if you love watching us on YouTube. So hopefully, you know, having a good integration of both, and then we can kind of get you involved in the show as well. Not sure how to do that yet with comments. But we're gonna get into it, so trust us, it's gonna be fun, because it's all on OBS anyways. I mean, we're all, you know, all with these like our transitions and stuff. We're ready to go. We're ready to push it live.
It's basically a stream, and we're just recording it just to fine tune. You know, you don't ever want to go into it with those audio issues. Imagine if you're streaming and people are like,
I can't hear. Well, and the one thing is, like, when I started this, I was like, man, I thought we were going to be pausing every 10 minutes and going on like, okay, now we're going to talk about this, and then record, and then pause, and then both times we've just shot it, and then we've gone for almost an hour now. So it's I think it's, you know, especially talking about getting in your own head. I was definitely in my own head starting this thing, so it's super interesting to see how we're gonna take this. I'm excited every single time we do it. So
yeah, and that's the thing. It's kind of like, it's something, like I said last time, we've talked about for so long, and we're finally doing it. And you just gotta keep going. And that's with everything, even streaming. Like if you're watching and you're a small streamer, my first video, They're on YouTube. Whatever. These guys found it. But I was talking to myself for like 4 hours. Just literally just talking to myself. Nobody in the chat. Just playing Resident Evil. I when I started streaming, I had got a surgery back in November the year prior, and I could barely.
What's going on, guys? We're gonna be streaming Resident Evil HD Remaster on Twitch.tv/JSaint1011. Come check me out. Come hang out. We talk about everything. I like to be funny. I like to just hang out. So we're gonna do 2 hours of that.
I love it. I don't care. Like this is how I found you, bitch. Like I don't care. Like I found. Well, you came into Xander's chat, but then I went to your channel. I went to your YouTube, and I'm like, yo, this guy, he is funny. He's got it. Maybe if he grew a beard, I'd like him a little bit more. And then you did. So
go to the
with the gameplay. This one.
Yeah. Oh God.
Oh, look at that headset, bro.
Yeah. See that one person? Guess who that one person is? That's me.
That's me. Oh yeah, look at that one. That's how it goes, you know. That's how you start. And that's the thing. Like I know you don't have any baseball VODs up, but you know, when I went and checked out one of your VODs, I was like, man, this guy, like, he's having fun. He's just like, and that's, you know, especially if you're a small streamer, and we've all started there. It's all just about having fun and creating that environment that people want to be in, because you can't expect people to just come to your chat if you don't create that. Like, you know, they might check you out, and then if you're not having that environment, they're just gonna leave. And everybody's environment is different. Like if you're all about having chill vibes and kind of being a more chill streamer, you don't need to be like a crawdaddy green screening everything. You don't need to be like Sweet Lou yelling at the game $70. You don't even need to be
$70 fucking dollars.
You don't need to be me making voices. You don't need to be you cracking headsets. You just need to be yourself and believe in the process, because everybody starts at one viewer. And if things aren't working, maybe just change it up as you see fit. Like maybe it's adding more funny music. Maybe it's making your camera bigger. I don't know. It's just, you got to try different things.
And with that too, you have to want it. You know what I mean? Some people are so comfortable with what they're doing, and they're like, you know, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But if you're a small streamer and you want to do better, you always have to want more. Because if you don't want more, you're not going to get more.
Exactly.
And like, you know, for us, you know, we kind of want the podcast, and that's what we're doing. So the streaming for me is kind of second. You know, I have work. I love streaming, but I want to focus on this a lot. We love this. We've been talking about this for a long time, and MLB is just in the state of MLB right now. And
just go watch
I like playing other
games.
Go watch
my VOD. Go
exactly. Or Sweet Lou's last VOD as well.
Yeah,
$70 fucking dollars
clips. Yeah, it literally. We both had almost the exact same experience in the span of 48 hours.
Day.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? It was 48 hours?
Well, maybe 24. I can't remember. I'm trying to think if it was either Thursday or Friday, that Sweet Lou stream, and then I went last night, Saturday. So,
okay, so yeah, it was probably Friday.
Yeah.
But yeah, so said MLB is trash. Like I said, the podcast's going to keep coming. We're going to get this uploaded this week, probably, you know, same time. We'll let you guys know.
Hopefully a little early. Like our plan is to try to go, like we record these on the weekends. You know, this week we're doing Sunday. Hopefully barring any audio issues, because that's what took us the longest to get it uploaded last week, was just having to go in, and I literally had to go in and turn every single Josh audio down and every single my audio up. So it took me a while to get through that hour and to do that. Hopefully this time it's a smoother transition, and we can just pop it right on YouTube and be good to go.
And then YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, you can find us the W podcast, the UU podcast. Yes, also Twitter, when we post, we're gonna post it on Twitter. You'll know. TikToks will be up shortly. We're gonna get a couple going. So hey, I appreciate y'all stopping through. Is there anything else you want to tell to the beautiful people out there in the W podcast community?
Honestly, I think the biggest thing is always just stay creative, because you don't know what the next thing is that could happen. So if you've ever thought about streaming, if you've ever thought about even helping a streamer behind the scenes, whatever it is, just stay creative, and you never know what's coming next.
Yep. All right. Hey, well, you got something for them?
Of course I do.
There we go.
Shout out to his family.
Well, one more time.
Hey.
Shout out to his family.
There we go. Hey, y'all have a good one. Stay safe.
Stay safe, baby. Peace.